All right, welcome. Today we are diving into something that honestly sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's happening right now. We're talking about teaching robots to move, well, less like clunky machines and a whole lot more like us. And it all boils down to this totally new way for them to think about moving. So let's just jump right in. But first, let me ask you a simple question. Think about it for a second. How do you pick up a cup of coffee? I mean, what really goes through your mind when you reach for your mug in the morning? You probably didn't even have to think about it, right? Your brain doesn't break it down into a million little steps. It just sends one simple fluid command: get the cup. And then, like magic, this whole complex sequence of muscle movements just happens. That single unified thought, that intent, is the key to everything we're about to talk about. Right, and that is what makes our movements feel so natural and effortless. We think in goals, in complete actions, not a bunch of tiny individual steps. I mean, can you imagine how slow and clumsy you'd be if you had to consciously think through every single joint movement? Okay, rotate shoulder by 30 degrees. Now let's extend the elbow. It would be a total disaster. And yet, for the longest time, this is exactly how we've been trying to get robots to move. Which brings us right to the heart of the problem. See, the traditional way of controlling robots has been fundamentally stuck, forcing them to think in that super slow, mechanical, step-by-step way. Just look at this loop. The robot takes a quick snapshot of the world, predicts just one tiny little motor command, does it, and then it has to start the whole process all over again. It's this constant cycle of stop-and-go thinking that has really, really limited what robots can actually do. And you know what? The results are, well, they're exactly what you'd expect. You get this jerky, unnatural motion. The robot is super slow to react if anything changes. And these tiny little errors, they just build up and up over time until the whole action is thrown way off course. But the biggest problem, the real kicker, is that the robot has zero sense of the overall goal. No concept of intent. It's just blindly following one disconnected command after another. So how do we fix this? Well, we've got to teach the robot to think less like a machine and more like us. We teach it to think in what are called action chunks. And this is the big breakthrough. It's a new AI model, and it's called the Action Chunking Transformer, or ACT for short. Now, instead of predicting just one tiny step, it predicts an entire sequence of future actions, a whole chunk of motion, all in one single shot. I think this phrasing is just perfect. The model isn't just saying, move this motor right now. No, it's saying, here is a complete, coordinated plan for the next half second to 2 seconds of movement. It's a whole thought, just like pick up the cup. So what even is an action chunk? The best way to think of it is like a short little movie clip. It's a pre-planned sequence of commands for all the robot's joints, all designed to be played out as one single, smooth, continuous movement. Okay, so here's what that actually looks like in the data. Instead of spitting out just one line of code, the AI predicts this entire table all at once. It looks at where it is and then figures out this whole mini plan, this little trajectory, including the exact moment to close the gripper. This whole block of data, that's one single prediction. Pretty cool, right? So what kind of tech can pull off a prediction this complex? Well, it's a name you've definitely heard before, a transformer. Yep, the same kind of AI architecture that powers massive models like GPT. And the comparison to GPT is actually a fantastic way to understand this. You know how GPT looks at a bunch of words to predict the next word? Well, ACT does the exact same thing, but for movement. It looks at the robot's current state, what its camera sees, where its joints are, and then it predicts the most likely next chunk of actions. So here's the high-level view of how it all works. The inputs are pretty straightforward: what the camera is seeing and the current positions of the robot's joints. The transformer model then takes all of that context and spits out an entire sequence of future steps. The really crucial part here is that it's using both vision and self-awareness together to create a complete plan. Okay, so that's the theory. But what does this actually look like in the real world? How does this all translate to a physical robot arm? Well, the results they're pretty staggering, actually. And what's really amazing is just how simple the training is. You don't need these super complex physics simulations. A person just physically guides the robot arm through a task, like picking up a block, a handful of times. The ACT model just watches and learns to connect the visual scene with the entire fluid motion that the human showed it. It's literally learning just by watching. And this comparison just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, you've got that jerky, hesitant little loop. But on the right, with ACT, the robot predicts a whole chunk of steps, executes them in one smooth motion, and only then does it pause for a split second to see the new state of the world and plan its next chunk. It's playing offense, not just defense. It's proactive. The difference this makes is just night and day. Seriously, the robot's movements become incredibly fluid and stable. The timing starts to look much more natural, way more human, and all that mechanical jitter you usually see, it just melts away. And listen, this isn't just about looking better. This kind of fluidity is what finally unlocks the ability to do complex, multi-step tasks that were basically impossible with that old jerky approach. When you put it all side by side like this, the difference is just crystal clear. We are moving from a brittle, hand-tuned system that just reacts step by step to a flexible, predictive system that actually learns from real-world data and thinks in whole, cohesive chunks of motion. It's a genuine paradigm shift. So what does this all mean for the future of robotics? This isn't just some small, incremental improvement. This is a fundamental change in how we get machines to interact with the physical world around them. I absolutely love this quote from the source material. It just perfectly nails the essence of this whole breakthrough. We are elevating robot intelligence from the level of individual motor twitches to the level of complete intentional actions. And maybe the most exciting part of all this is that because ACT learns by imitation, it dramatically lowers the barrier to entry. You don't have to be a PhD in control theory anymore to teach a robot a new skill. You just have to show it. This is making truly capable robotics accessible, robots that can finally perform useful, complex sequences in the real world. And that brings us to the final and maybe most important question. We've cracked a huge piece of the puzzle here, giving robots the ability to learn fluid, human-like motion just by watching us. So if they can finally move like us, what kinds of complex tasks are we going to be able to teach them tomorrow? Now that's something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.
When you need real answers, not random tutorials, mentor expert is your shortcut. Get private, expert level tech mentorship tailored exactly to your goals. One session can change everything.